Let's get it. What is good? We're back. We're back. You're back. We're back. We're back. Boy is back. Let's fucking go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. What is poppin', baby? Happy Friday. You know the fucking vibe. All right, we're gonna let people tune in, and then we're gonna get this rolling. Let's get it. As you guys are pulling up, let me know how your day is going in the comments. You know the vibes. Friday, another day, baby. We're blessed. Today's gonna be a banger. I'm super excited. Let's get it. Gotta stay hydrated. Miles, what's up, fam? Grandpa's here. What's up, Pop? Samantha, how are you? Let's get it, baby. Hair by Garrett, what up? What up? What up? What up? Brian, what's up, my dog? Let's go. Today's going to be a fucking banger. I'm really excited. I curse a lot. This is who I am. This is what it is. Let's get into today's podcast episode in 3, 2, 1. Boom. What is going on, squad? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the concept of if you keep putting it off, it will never fucking happen. Now, hear me out for a second. Listen, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Have you ever procrastinated on some of your goals? Have you ever told yourself, hey, I want to lose a couple pounds. I want to build some muscle. I want to start a side hustle. I want to start that YouTube channel, that podcast, right? We've all been there. And the thing that I see often is that we're always putting it off. I'll start later. This is a good one too. The New Year's resolution, right? I'll start after the New Year. I'll start next week. I'll start Monday. I used to say the same shit all the time. I'm going to be transparent and open up about my story today a little bit. I used to be that guy that was always procrastinating and waiting for the perfect time. But here's the thing. There is never a good time to start anything. And the sooner that we could grasp that, and the sooner that you understand that there is never a good fucking time to start anything, and you get uncomfortable and you take messy action consistently, that is where things will flip for you. Because here's the thing. Let's understand this, right? You're never going to be ready. There's never a perfect time to do anything. And when you could let go of that and get uncomfortable and put yourself out there, that's where it happens. My biggest fear growing up was public speaking. And here we are live on 5 different platforms. I have 2 phones. I have my MacBook, and I'm recording this as my podcast. Come on. This is what it is. And it's the same thing with my clients too. I see this a lot of times. We get on the initial consult. They're really scared. They want to wait till after the summer because it's the summer right now, right? That's something that we need to talk about as well. I want to start after the summer. But think about the amount of progress that you can make in whatever it is that you choose to do, whether it's photography, boxing, football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, that training, any type of thing that you need to be doing to move the needle needs to happen right now in this very moment. Because if you continue to procrastinate on that, it will never fucking happen. And it sounds logical, but we need to put an emphasis on that and zoom out. And that's something that I see that's worked well with a lot of my clients too, is getting uncomfortable, starting before they're ready, and taking messy action consistently, because that is how you get results. That's how you change. That's how you see traction. Do you think I knew how to start a YouTube channel? I have no idea. I'm working through it. Like, I got a saying from one of my mentors where it's like, you just jump out of the fucking airplane and you just figure it out. Like, yeah, it's scary. It's drastic. It's challenging. But at the end of the day, the only way you won't get there is if you don't try. So when you logically think about it and you zoom out, well, we just need to try. And then throughout the process of trying, you make mistakes. You learn through failure. Failure is a necessary part of growth. Guys, the only reason I've seen any traction with my business, with my clients, with prepping for my show is because I've made a lot of mistakes and I just learned what not to do. But if you never go through that process, you're not going to make it happen. It's very logical. I think oftentimes we complicate the process of what things need to look like, when in reality, it's pretty simple. And again, the concepts that I talk about in this podcast can apply to anything, whether it's business, relationships, life. Like, that's the mantra that I continuously want to get across. Yes, I'm a fitness coach, but it doesn't always have to be chicken, broccoli, cardio all the time. Yes, it has a time and place, but I'm more of a mindset guy. You know, I speak to things that I feel like I'm in alignment with, because you feel my energy right now. You feel the tone of voice that's coming through that. And I want that to translate into your life. Why? Because I know for a fact I can have an impact on that. I know for a fact that God put me on this earth to have the capability to help people on a deeper level. And I believe that to my core. And that's the thing that I talk about with my clients frequently is getting uncomfortable, taking messy action, starting before you're ready. I had 2 clients join this week, midweek, and they said, can we start Monday? I said, no, motherfucker, we're doing it right now. Why? Because think about the amount of progress you can make in the time frame that you keep putting it off. You say you want to start after the summer, but that's 2-3 months. July, August, boom, you're in September. 4, 8, 12 weeks. You could transform your entire existence in 12 weeks. So what are we procrastinating for? If you keep putting it off, it will never happen. There's never a good time to do anything. I used to procrastinate all the fucking time. And when you understand that and detach from that, and you continuously put yourself out there and you're okay with making mistakes, asking questions, seeking guidance, that is where things will change. I fucking promise you. Does that make sense? Guys, drop some emojis if this is making sense to you. If you're hearing me live, let me know. I want to know who's fucking here with me. If you guys are getting value so far, let me know. Let me know. Friday vibes, Friday energy, man. Let's fucking get it. Let's keep this rolling. I used to struggle with that so much. So I used to be a perfectionist. And I used that as a justification as to why I wasn't doing the shit that I need to do. I said, it needs to look a certain way. We have this fixation in our minds of how we feel things need to look. We feel that it needs to be a certain way. But here's your invitation to let go of that. Let go of it. It doesn't have to be a certain way. And it's a great example to use when it comes to fitness, nutrition, training. We think it has to be a certain way. But honestly, what I've seen work the best for my clients is detaching from that and learning how to make it happen on the fly. When you're traveling and you don't have meal prep, you still make the conscious decision to choose some quality nutrients at the restaurants. And when you're walking through the airport, you look at that as, hey, I'm getting steps. I'm doing some low intensity cardio. I'm working towards my goals, right? It's a perspective. The name of this podcast is the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. If you keep putting it off, it will never fucking happen. Okay? That is what it is. It is all the way that you perceive it. And if you're continuously waiting for a good time to start, I hate to break it to you, but it's going to be difficult to see progress. The only reason I'm here today in my dream state of Florida with these awards that I have around me and a successful clientele is because I've taken messy action consistently. I've gotten outside of my comfort zone to create the conviction to come on this platform, 5 platforms at once, and record this audio. Guys, I'm just a fat kid from West Islip, New York. That's it. I used to be 260 pounds. I had a kidney stone at 17. I was not a star athlete. Okay. All I'm simply doing is applying my mind to the things that I want to do. And I am relentlessly pursuing that every single day, no matter how I feel. I felt like shit this morning when I got up. I didn't want to get out of bed, but I did it anyway. Why? Because success doesn't give a fuck how you feel. And no matter who you are or what you do, the sooner that you could realize that, roll your sleeves up and get in the trenches, that is where it is. That's where the magic happens. And if I can get this message across to you, you click out of the stream, you click out of this podcast, and you go and do something with that, I view that as my responsibility to you, to your life. Because I used to struggle. I wish I had a coach when I was 17, 18 that cared this much and had this much knowledge and experience to give back to me. Because I would be light years ahead of that. And so many people don't understand that and are so reluctant to take the leap of faith and invest in themselves. Why? I have a coach. I have plenty of mentors. And the only reason that I've been able to streamline the process is because of them. So guys, let's summarize really quick. This episode's been absolutely remarkable. I hope you guys are fucking feeling the energy. You know the vibes. So to recap, if you keep putting it off, it will never happen. There's never a good time to start anything. If you're a perfectionist and you're struggling with this, here is your invitation to roll up your sleeves and get in the fucking trenches, because the sooner that you do, the more progress you're going to make. We understand that. It's logical. Don't complicate it. Don't complicate the fucking process. Don't overthink it. Get uncomfortable. Put yourself out there. You don't know unless you fucking try. I was genuinely afraid to compete The thought of being on stage in a bikini was something that was comical to me. But I just did it, and I placed top 5 at a huge show naturally. Why? Because I took messy action. I got uncomfortable. I called my coach 16 weeks out. I didn't even have a primer face. I didn't even have an off season. It was my first show ever. And we placed top 5 naturally in a huge competition. Why? Because I put myself out there. Because I put my mind to it. And every fucking day, I got on that cardio machine and I did what I was supposed to do. I tracked every piece of food every single fucking day. Every ounce of protein, every fucking grain of rice, every training session, every posing session. I didn't fucking miss. Why? Because I made my fucking mind up. I made my mind up and I made the decision to do it because I fucking can. And so could you. There's nothing holding you back than your own limitations that you're constantly putting in your mind. And the sooner that you fucking realize that, the sooner you will get to where you need to be. No matter who you are or what you do. That's what it fucking is. You don't want to listen to me? I don't care. That's what it is. And I'm tired. I'm getting emotional, man. I'm getting emotional because the shit fires me up. I see it too often. It's not all right. It's not all right. I'm fucking ranting. Yo, drop some fire. Let's go. What do we got? Is this valuable? You guys fucking feeling this right now? You feeling this shit? Come on. I'm fucking passionate about it. If you can't take this energy and do something with it, there's something wrong with you. And I'm not afraid to say that. Because that's what it is. Okay? So let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up right now. If you keep putting it off, it will never fucking happen. Here's your invitation right now in this very moment to make the fucking decision that you are limitless. That's the thing that my coach talks about. If you just simply make the fucking decision, make the choice to decide that you are limitless, that you have untapped potential so long as you believe that. How do you create that? Is by simply keeping the promises that you make to yourself on a daily basis. If you're continuously compromising on the things that you said you're going to do, it's going to be really difficult to get there. And we don't have to complicate it. Keep it simple. Simply get up at the time you said you were going to be. Guys, hitting the snooze button on your alarm is single-handedly one of the worst things that you could possibly do. Why? Because you're breaking the integrity, the relationship that you have with yourself. And if you don't take yourself seriously, then how is anybody else going to do that? How is anyone else going to respect you or want to be like you if you can't even take yourself seriously? And again, it doesn't have to be so complicated. Just if you said you were going to go to the gym at 4 o'clock after work, fucking go to the gym. If you said you were going to meal prep, fucking meal prep. And yes, I use the analogy of fitness and nutrition because I'm a coach. But again, these principles that we are talking about apply to everything in life. It's about creating a version of yourself that you're proud of, creating a life that you enjoy living. You can do anything you fucking want. And all I want to do is continuously relay that message and let the actions that I'm doing here on my page with this podcast, with this live stream, is continue to do that and inspire other people. Because that's what my coaches have done for me. And it's changed every aspect of my being. Like I said, I'm living in my dream state of Florida. I manifested this fucking apartment. I manifested all these trophies that I have on this desk. I never got awards growing up. I didn't. I flipped the fucking switch. Why? Because I was sick of the person that I was. I was not proud of the person that I was looking at in the mirror. And I simply made the fucking choice to no longer tolerate that. And you guys are capable of doing the exact same thing. So take this fucking energy, go and do something with it, because listening to me without any action is a waste of time. I challenge you right now in this moment to make a commitment to yourself to do something that you've always wanted to do, because there is never a fucking good time to do it. It's right now. All you have is right now. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not promised. All you have is this fucking moment right now. So when you come at it from that perspective, think about it. There's 24 hours in a day. You sleep 8, you work, you go to the gym, you eat, you do this and that. You have friends, family. Our focus is so diluted all the time, and we don't really spend the energy that we need on ourselves. It's such a sliver in time that we get to actually do the things that we want to do. So here's your invitation right now in this moment to do something that you've been putting off. It looks different for everybody. I understand that.
So whatever that is for you, I'm challenging you right fucking now to do it. Because if you don't, time's just going to keep fucking going on by. Time's going to keep passing. And you're going to be in the same fucking spot months from now. And you're going to be miserable because you didn't do it. And I'm not going to name names, but I had a conversation yesterday. And I had that exact sentence was spoken to me from another human being yesterday. Someone said that. Yo, I saw your shit, man. And I wish I started something like that. Well, why not? What is holding you back? Oftentimes, it's just the bullshit that you tell yourself. It's the story that you tell yourself. I used to tell myself I wasn't worthy. I was fat. I don't have confidence. I can't do public speaking. I can't be a coach. And you tell yourself that shit and you program yourself to believe this story. But that's the thing. It's just bullshit. It's just thoughts. When you understand that you have the power to control that, everything changes. And the more that you can shift your perspective, you can change your fucking life. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And that's that. That is it. That is all. That's a wrap for today's episode. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and protein. Let's fucking get it. Damn, went off. Yo, that was probably, I'm not going to lie, that was probably the best episode I ever fucking did. I just went in because I was watching the trainings that my coach has in store for me, and I was just like feeling like the fucking vibes, man. I was just like, yo, I'm like sick of like half-assing things. You know, and I was always that fucking dude that was just half-assing everything and bitching and complaining like why I didn't have what I wanted. But in reality, you get what you fucking give. You know, we oftentimes so complicating with the process as my ring light almost fell over and broke my Mac. Wow, that could have been horrible. See, I'm a human being too. We all make mistakes. It is what it is, but it's how you respond to it is what matters. But I'm fucking starving. I want to go get my next meal and touch base with my clients here before I clock out for the day. So I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Have the best day of your entire lives. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk soon. Peace.